Hey, Huckster here. You know, we all want a little recognition for our lives, especially when we're trying our best to treat others as we would ourselves, do for others as we would have them do for us. We like to have a sense of accomplishment in our life. Nobody wants to go through their life doing the best they can, trying their best to endure to the end, only to have some punk redneck preacher tell us that we're bound for hell. Or tell anybody, for that matter, that they're bound for hell. They'll emphasize to you that it's nothing you can do to make it to heaven. But then they'll turn right around and tell you what you have to do to make it to heaven. These guys have one agenda, and that is to condemn people that, for no other reason, just may be a little different than them. They seem to love to do that because they dwell on it a lot. And they'll show you in videos and everything their life. They'll show you themselves cooking or working out or going places. They're more concerned about pleasing themselves, and yet they turn around and not even know what your life is about. Not knowing whether you visited the sick today, you went and seen the elderly, spent some time with them, you visited someone in prison, helped someone in a jam somewhere with their car or whatever. They don't know what you've done, but yet they look at you and tell you you're lost and are hell-bound. Nobody wants that. Everybody needs a sense of accomplishment in this life, a sense of well-being, feeling like they are doing the right thing. And especially at the end of their life, they don't want some young punk preacher just coming to them at their funeral and saying, oh, this was a good person, now they're in heaven. While they were alive, all that preacher could do was preach hell and fire and brimstone to them. Suddenly, and you know, you usually see these preachers preaching to good, law-abiding people who probably seek righteousness, seek morality, and they're always saying they're doing God's work. You know as well as I do that there's plenty of places in this world that we can go and feel very uncomfortable about our safety. You don't see these preachers going to these places. I'm not talking about strolling down a beach where there's a lot of weightlifters and all this and thinking you're in the middle of Badlands, because you're not. There are places in this world where you can be in big trouble. These are the guys that need to be preached to about the fate of their afterlife. And I won't say hell because I don't believe in hell. So that sinneth shall die. The dead know nothing. I believe that some people will be just stubborn enough that even when confronted with truth, at death, Jesus had the key to the grave. Evidently, he's able to rapture you from the grave. A lot of people say, once you're dead, it's too late. Then why does Jesus have these keys? Why does Jesus tell Peter? Even the gates of the grave would not prevail. But let's get these preachers going to these scary places and ramming down their throat their belief in the doctrine of hell. They won't do it. They want to preach to good folks because they know that nobody's going to stand up to them on it. These good folks, or even if they don't believe it, they're going to just let it slide on by. But everybody wants this sense of accomplishment in their lives, especially when they've done their best. They've run the race, and they don't want some hunk redneck preacher telling them just because they came in last that they're bound to hell. Only the winners, the ones that they see up there in the front of this race, that's the ones they are going to allow into their kingdom. I think they need to search their soul, realize what they're actually saying to people, what they actually see in their heart and feel in their hearts. Hope I've made a little bit of sense here in my rambling. Peace, love, justice, understanding, and music.